Hello, welcome everybody. Welcome back to 876 United Fox TV. Alright, so remember I told you guys in the previous live, so it was my first official time going live on the channel. We just figured out how to go live. So today I just want to speak about again the European Super League. It's a rich man's league, so to speak. It's putting down the smaller clubs, so to speak. So I just want to update you guys on some updated information, some news that just got in. So it's officially, and this info is released officially from UEFA, saying that the clubs concerned with this Super League will be banned from playing in their respective domestic leagues. So this is a big statement from UEFA and FIFA. So guys, this is a big issue now because for these teams who want to play the Super League, because look, it's totally going against what FIFA and UEFA are all about. So basically, there are some measures that are put in place by FIFA if this league is supposed to go through. So that's official from UEFA's website. So if you go on UEFA and FIFA's website, it will be there, guys. So FIFA is not on board, and yes, guys. So some more info that came in as well. Okay. So it also says on the FIFA on UEFA's website that every club and player that participates in the league as well will be banned from playing for their international teams, which I said last night in the first live. So the teams will be banned from their domestic leagues as reported by UEFA, as well as the players who plays in this league will be banned from representing their national team. Big statements here. So it continues by saying FIFA can only express its disapproval to a closed European breakaway league outside of the international football structures and not respecting the aforementioned principles. So here it's saying, guys, that this league is totally going against what FIFA and UEFA are all about. Remember I said last night that this league is totally undermining all these clubs, all these developing upcoming clubs. I said last night we spoke about Leicester City, we spoke about Everton, we spoke about the Sevillas in La Liga, we spoke about all those teams in the various leagues that are improving and coming in the world scene. So that's one argument we can pose as to why we are not for the Super League. And it goes. So let's continue reading the article. So it continued by saying UEFA Executive Committee is going to meet with these teams in the various leagues. So they will be meeting with the Premier League teams, the La Liga teams, the Serie A teams, to see what to do moving forward. So basically, they want to see if all these other clubs are on board with this Super League, which I don't think it will be a positive meeting for all of these teams in the respective leagues when they have this meeting with UEFA. Because what UEFA is trying to do here, guys, is to try and get some feedback from the teams of the respective leagues to see, if they have an okay or they can change their minds as to what they decide with the Super League. So at this point in time, guys, the UEFA is against this league. But if there is some miracle that comes for these elite teams, that these smaller clubs gives them the go ahead, boy. And guys, the injustice about this too as well with all these elite teams is that they are still demanding FIFA and UEFA to play in their domestic leagues. Why is it that these teams think they have the audacity to go and propose such a league where no other team has access to, and still feel as though they have the right to play in their respective leagues? As I said, this is undermining the system. This is a total, this is a situation where we've seen all of these rich clubs abusing their power and wealth. Guys, this is injustice in football. Now, if this league gets to go ahead, football is not going to be what it once was, guys. So, UEFA also published, well, not UEFA, Borussia Dortmund this morning published that they are against the Super League. Because, remember now, when we look at a club like Borussia Dortmund, who they take pride in developing young talents, they are going to see that, look, if we are a part of this league, there is no facilitation in developing the youngsters, developing players that will come on the world stage and to do very good for the next upcoming years. So, I agree with what Dortmund is saying. They are not for this because it hinders what they go against. What they are for, it goes totally against what their principle is, Dortmund. So more news in again. RB Leipzig has also said that they're against the Super League, which is a good start. Let's see if Bayern Munich is against it. Let's see. By the way, for those who are watching, these are official statements from the clubs. So if you go on the club website, if you go on Instagram, if you go on the club's official Instagram page, you will see that these clubs have posted that they are against. So the clubs that are against the Super League thus far, that would have a great influence in the decision for the Super League, is most of the German teams like Borussia Dortmund. Let's see if Bayern as well. After Borussia Dortmund, also RB Leipzig sources confirmed next week on Sky B. CEO also stated that FC Bayern and B. Okay, guys. So when I continue reading, the Bayern is also not on board. So that is, that's a good start as well. But in order for this league to not go through, we need more teams to be on board. More of the so-called top teams to be on board, guys. Alright. Alright. Okay, so I looked on Fabrizio Romano. He's a transfer guru and the football update guru. So he's saying now that UEFA Executive Committee today has unanimously voted through the new 2016 UEFA Champions League to start in 2024, and PSG's president Nasser El Khelaifi, sorry if I pronounce it wrong, voted for the new UCL too. So that means that PSG, last year's finalists with Bayern, they are not for the Super League as well. So guys, UEFA has posted on their website as well that there's a new they're going to accept 36 teams now in the Champions League. So this means that more teams will be allowed to enter the Champions League. So guys, you see, UEFA is totally against the Super League, that they even allowed more teams to enter the Champions League. So this now, guys, facilitates growth for more clubs across Europe, guys. So guys, this is very interesting news here, and I want to see how this pans out, guys. Okay, so guys, also, my opinion on this doesn't have to be your opinion on this as well. But based on my opinion, guys, I am totally against the Super League, right? So I would love to see some of the players coming publicly to go against this league. We have seen the first player officially to go on social media about the Super League is PSG's Ander Herrera, formerly of Manchester United, guys. So want to see some more of these players advocate against this league, because as I said, it's going against what we know football is. So guys, and remember now, if players are involved in this league, they lose the opportunity to represent their countries. So I don't think the players, for the most part, will be for this, because it's not all about club. You get what I'm saying? So Ander Herrera said in a statement, "I fell in love with popular football or soccer for my Americans watching, which of the football fans, hold on, I'm not reading this properly. I fell in love with popular football." Okay, so he says, "I fell in love with popular football, with the football of the fans, with the dream of seeing the team of my heart compete against the greatest." So here he's agreeing with what I said. He said here, so let me read it again. "I fell in love with popular football, with the football of the fans, the dream with the dream of seeing the team of my heart compete against the greatest." The word in here is not right, but what he's basically saying is that he fell in love with the sport football and what it was all about. Right, guys? And he's basically saying that if the Super League is implemented, you see, like the clubs that are favored by many fans across the world, some of the clubs, that are not recognized internationally, but they are big clubs in their various countries of origin. You understand what I'm saying? They are highly supported clubs. These fans will lose that opportunity to experience their hometown clubs playing against the elites like the Real Madrid and so forth. And as I said also, this is a scheme for the richer clubs to remain rich and the poorer clubs to stay poor. Now, he continued by saying, if this European Super League advances, those dreams are over, which I said also. The illusion of the fans of the teams that are not giants of being able to win on the field competing in the best competitions will end. So basically, as I said, the word in here is not right because Ander Herrera is not good at speaking English, but I'm trying to translate as best as I can. So basically, he's saying that, as I said, all these clubs who aspire for greatness won't get that opportunity anymore. So the article continued by saying, I love football and I cannot remain silent about this, which I think other players in the world should not remain silent as well. I believe in an improved Champions League, but not in the rich stealing what the people created, which is nothing other than the most beautiful sport on the planet. And again, I love football. So he's agreeing with everything I have said. He believes that it's the rich stealing from the beauty of this sport, just making it a money-making thing, guys. So I agree totally with Ander Herrera, and I hope within the upcoming weeks and months that more players will get on board and be vocal about this scenario. Alright. So Porto as well is against it. So Porto released a statement as well. The Porto president said, we can't participate in anything that's against the rules meaning of FIFA and UEFA. We are in the Champions League and we hope to continue to be there for many years. So guys, there you have it, another giant in their respective league disagrees with the Super League. Now, when the show progresses, I'll get into some more detail as to the clubs that are advocating for the Super League. I want to just bring some things to you guys' attention as well. So, Fabrizio Romano. So, as you can see here, I am using Fabrizio Romano, the UEFA website and so forth, and the official website of these respective clubs to give you this information. And Sky Sports, to some extent, but it's not everything on Sky Sports is accurate, guys. So what I'm saying, so the Serie A clubs will meet today afternoon to talk about the situation. Juventus, Inter Milan will not attend the meeting. Spanish clubs are planning for a meeting on Thursday to discuss about Real Madrid, Barcelona, and Atletico's position after joining. So basically, you can generally see the disregard of the other clubs here by these presidents or owners, so to speak. It says Juventus, Inter, and AC, they don't want nothing to do with that meeting with the other Italian clubs. So then and there, you already see the segregation between the clubs, guys. So you see what I'm saying? They have no look. We know it's a competition and we know it's rivalry between all these clubs, but you still have to respect your rivals. Remember the saying, keep your enemies closer. It's a very true saying, and when I say this, I'm not saying that you should always be up and down with your enemies, because your enemy, one of these days, can do something that is against their beliefs. But what it is saying, when you keep them closer, you will be aware of what happens around you. And you see what I'm saying here, guys? Look at these big clubs in Italy. They're disregarding all of these other clubs in the league. They don't want to attend the meeting because why? They're already all into this Super League. Clearly, you can see that they are saying they're better than the rest. This is unacceptable. That's not what football is about, guys. Football is about unity. Football is about learning. Football is about entertainment, guys. So, this is very disrespectful by these big clubs in Italy. And Spanish clubs will be meeting as well, but it hasn't been said if the